Hello guys, welcome to this video. So if you're watching this video, you are probably a programmer or you are thinking to go in this field. And if you are into this, then GitHub is very important to you. So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to use GitHub, what GitHub actually is. We'll also talk about open source, how to contribute to open source, and many stuff related to GitHub. So let's roll into this video. So first we'll open the Chrome and we'll go to github.com, and after you logged in, this is the page that you will get. I have already logged in. So what we'll do is first we'll create a repository. So repository is like a folder for your project in GitHub. So you could either click on this green button or you could click on this plus button and click on new repository. So this is where you will store your code, and repository name is like a folder name, your project name. So in this video we'll create a project which checks for order even. It's a dummy project, so I'll give dummy odd even. So you could give underscore in this repository name. You can give a description. Let's say this repository contains dummy code to check odd or even, to check if a number is odd or even. So we'll give this repository as public for now. You could either give it private or public. Then we'll add a readme file and we'll click on create repository. That's it it takes to create a repository. So once it gets created, this is how your repository page will look like. This is your username, and next to that we will see our repository name. This is the main page, which is called main branch. So you don't have to know about the branching now. So just understand that this is the main page of your repository, dummy order event. So what we'll do is first we will go and so in this video I will be using my VS Code editor. What I'll do first is I'll create a project, a folder first in my desktop. Let's say code area, just a dummy name. Now what we'll do is we will go to our VS Code. We will open this folder in the VS Code. So you can see the code area. I have selected the folder. So now this VS Code runs. So this code area folder is in the VS Code now. So what we'll do is we will open the terminal. So before that, make sure to install git bash. We'll type git bash. Git bash is will be like a terminal thing. So we'll just go to download git and we will install this. For I am in Windows, so I'll click on Windows and we'll download our git automatically. So I have already downloaded it, so we'll just leave that for now. So this is how your git bash will look like. So what we'll do is we'll go to our terminal now. You could either type this in your CMD or directly in your terminal in the VS Code. So what we'll do now is we will go to our repository and we can click on this code button. So here we can see a link has been displayed. It is in HTTPS, and we'll copy this link. So if you click this button, it will get copied. Now what we'll do is we will type git clone and we'll paste that link, that is Control V, and we'll click on enter. So you can see that a folder has been created here automatically. Make sure that you have your internet access. So you can see that a folder has been created. Now what we'll do is we'll open this folder and we'll see what's inside this dummy code event folder. So you could see that there's a folder called .git. This will not be visible if you're using VS Code. So .git is available here, and wherever this .git is there, that is the place where we'll put our code. So it's in the correct place inside the dummy odd even folder. So what we'll do is we will go into that folder now. We'll just type cd dummy code even. Oops, what happened? Dummy odd even. Oh, my bad. So we are into that folder now. So I'll just give clear. So now we will have to write our code inside this folder. So what we'll do is in this example, I'm just writing my code in let's write in Python. So we'll create a new file I will give this file name as code.py. No, let's write in Java. So guys, I have completed this code. This code really looks very dumb, so that's why I have given this folder name as dummy. Um Usually we just divide by 2, and if we check if the remainder is equal to 0, then we put it is even. But in this code, intentionally I am checking each and every condition, if it is 1 or if it is 2 or if it is 3 or if it is 4, like that. The reason behind that, there's a reason behind that. I will tell you that later. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just save this and we'll just run it once. Let's see if it is running successfully. We'll just enter a number, let's say 2, and it is saved. So the code works, guys. Now what we'll have to do is we will have to put this code in our GitHub repository. So what we'll do first, we'll see how this looks. There's just a readme file. So in the terminal, first we'll go to that folder, dummy or even. So we are in that folder right now. Here first we'll type git status to check if it is active or not. So git status shows us what files have we added, what files have we modified, and what files we have deleted also. Now we can see that this has been added, code.java file. So what we'll do is we'll just type git space, we'll type add space dot. So what it will do is it will add the files, all the modifications in our local repository. So there's one .github file in our local folder, right? So it will add there. So next what we'll have to do is we'll just have to type get commit, and we'll give -m. In double quotes we'll just give some message, added condition till number 5. So that's just a message. Now what commit will do is commit will connect it with the repository in our GitHub, and we'll just give git push. So git push will update our files and folders, our changes, our deletions in our website repository. So we'll refresh this repository of ours, and we can see that a file has been added, code.java. So what we'll do is we'll just click on that, and we can see that the code has been updated completely. So that's how you use GitHub. So if you are a beginner, this is enough to know. What you did in this video is you created a repository for yourself, you updated your code, and you made your changes. That's it. So now we will do the same process again. Now we will just make the modification in the same file. You could even add new files or folders. So we'll just make changes in this. What we'll do is we will give extra conditions, it's even, and let's give some comments also. Condition starts here. So we'll save this, we'll use the same command, get status first, to just check what have been modified. So we can see that it shows code.java has been modified. We'll give get add dot, it will add all the files and modifications. Then we'll give get commit added till number 7, and get push. So it has been completed. Now we will go to our website, we will refresh this, and we can see the message added till number 7. We'll open this file. We can see our changes has been updated here. The condition starts here, and the condition till 7 has been updated. So that's it, guys. That was the basics of GitHub. And in our next video we'll learn more about this. We'll learn about branch, we'll learn about pull request, fork, open source contribution, and so many other stuffs. So stay tuned. Let me know that if this video helped you. So let me know in the comment section. It would really make me happy if it helped you. So see you in the next video, guys. Take care.